What's up, everyone? It's Doug the Dog Guy, and I am here with Bobbi Wilson of Peace Love Paws Pet Sitting in Columbia, Missouri. Thank you so much for taking some time to sit down with me.
Doug, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we hadn't met in person yet, and then we saw each other at the hotel bar last night. I'm like, oh my God, it's like we've known each other forever.
I know, right? Well, I read about you.
Likewise.
All right. So.
Yeah, we're here at the Pet Sitter World Conference in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and it's so cool to get to meet people that we follow online and put a face to the name. You know, it's amazing.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed just being here for the day, and the atmosphere is really great. Everybody's really hyped up, really excited to learn, and the fellowship has been top notch.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I was just talking to Bobbi, and she mentioned that she had a little dinner party for her clients.
I did.
And I'm like, we have to talk about this.
Sure.
So, and you do a lot of things to get clients engaged with your business. So
Yeah.
tell us about how you do that and why it's so important to do that.
Right. So, I mean, basically, the premise of our business is a lot different than a lot of people's because we don't see the pet parent like on a regular basis. We see the pet, but also that the engagement that we have with them and the special kind of treatment that we have to the pet parent because of the pet. We really have a lack in there of bringing them into our business. And that pet parent is super important because they're really the people that are hiring us, not the pet, of course, right? I mean, it seems kind of like, sometimes you wonder, but for real. So my husband and I decided that we were going to do 4 times a year, we pull in a different events, I guess if you want to call it, where we literally draw in our pet parent so that it engages them and then it gives them sort of like a sense of being a part of the family.
Yeah.
So because we don't have a storefront, we don't have that mom and pop, but we are a mom and pop type of thing. So that's the way we draw them in, and
you're really building a community that way,
right? And within our own community of our business and then in the community because those people will go and tell people and go, oh, they do this and they do that. And it's a different concept. So we've done this ever since we started. It's been 6 years and we've done this. And then I kind of add each year a little bit something different. And if it doesn't work, then I cut it back. But I've got 4 things that I do every time, no matter what.
Wow.
Yeah.
Give us a couple of examples of things that have not worked as well as you wish, and then
and
things.
Worked.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the things that we really like to do, because each month is a pet something like this is dog walk week. The 1st to the 7th of October, dog walk week or whatever. So of course we have PSI has got National Pet Setters Week, right?
Yeah.
So for that week we do trivia.
Nice.
So, but the cool part about what we do with the trivia is the questions are derivative towards what we have about ourselves on our, our
cool.
media stuff.
Yeah.
So if it might be a Facebook post or it might be on our website, so they have to go find that answer.
Nice.
So then if they go and they answer all week long, we put all their names in and then we draw and we give them what we call a 6-pack. So they get 6 free visits.
Wow.
We call those paw passes.
Oh, man.
Yes, we have paw passes.
I want a paw pass.
Everybody knows what a paw pass is in our community over here with our pet parents because they all want paw passes, right? And so that's a way to get them to know about us. It gets them on our website looking at us, right?
Yeah.
And then it also gets them to engage, right? So that one has worked well. We've done that ever since the start.
Yeah. How do you go about getting the trivia answers? Is it via email? Do you have a Google form?
No, we just totally do Facebook. Facebook and Instagram. We just post them, and so the posts are up there, so they're going live through so everybody that's on can see it, and then the ones that want to play. So and then, like I said, I take to make it fair because I have to do everything fair. I put everybody's name in, and then we draw out. And so we do that. That has been really, really fun and popular.
Yeah.
We love to do that. Our second thing that we do, so that's first quarter.
Yeah.
Second quarter, I teach a class. I told you I'm all
Yeah.
about safety.
Yes.
Being a home inspector, we're like safety. Safety is the whole thing.
Safety is so important with what we do.
It is, and it's funny because it's stuff you don't want to do. It's like the
Yeah.
bookkeeping. Nobody wants to do that. It's but I teach a class called Scott and I do called Pet Plan 101. So if you play trivia, you automatically get invited to the class. And then we have other invites that come in. And so we do a class. It's an hour-and-a-half class that I've created. And we do that. We do drawings and giveaways and fun stuff.
Nice.
And we do a class for our pet parents.
Wow.
So that is our second quarter. And
that is awesome.
That one has worked well too.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit more about what you're covering in the class.
So, it's kind of funny because we have, I've kind of changed it a little bit because that's one of the things I learned. The first year we had we have Boone Management, which is for safety. We have that commission, and we had one of their speakers come out and participate in our class too. So that one was driven more towards like natural disaster, things like that. And I thought it was a little technical. So what we do is a roadmap, and we fill out their roadmap as long as we go through the class. So, like, what plan do you have? Like, if I came into your house, where would I find all your information about your pets besides your file cabinet? Because I ain't going to go through it, right? I'm not going to go through your file cabinet. How many times do you hear that?
Yes.
Oh, all that stuff's in the file cabinet.
Yeah.
Really? Like, I'm going to do that? I'm not going through your stuff. And then because Scott and I worked in nursing homes, and we still walk dogs in nursing homes, that time when you walk in or someone walks in, that person is in distress, going to the hospital, or has passed. Where are those pets going to go? You need to know where your pets are going to go.
Yeah.
So we talk about that, and it really brings out and draws a big discussion with our pet parents because those are things people don't think about.
Right.
Right. So that's the premise. There's a lot more to it. There's some other stuff that we do, and I change that up so the class is fresh.
Nice.
Every time.
Nice.
Because we have a lot of people who come every year because they
That's
want to
great.
go. They go, oh, I want to get further into my plan. So, and then we do a little competition on how many people have actually done the plan.
Wow.
Right.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. My mind is spinning right now. I want to do a class for my clients.
So much fun, right?
Yeah.
And there again, you get to see them. So then
That's first quarter, second quarter. What's
first
third quarter?
Second quarter. So third quarter, we just added, it's kind of a dual. So I'm working on, at the time I'm doing that, I'm working on third quarter because what we do is I take all the pictures from all the year past, from that just the 1 year ahead to the date. And I make up 50 Christmas cards on Canva or wherever. And then we have our pet parents vote, and they literally get to narrow it down to the top 5, and then we have a competition for the top 5. The card that wins, that pet parent gets to have a whole box of cards sent, that I customize their card, and then we use that card for our Christmas card.
This is amazing.
So that's going on the third quarter, but that's
Wow.
not actually pushed out until December, so that's actually fourth when it
Yeah.
ends. But our third quarter, we just added so much fun. So we did drinks and dessert, and we have a big, huge property, and we invited 200 people to our house for drinks and
Wow.
dessert, all of our pet parents.
Wow.
And it was a 2-hour event, real short and sweet. Came out, everybody got to talk. We did an introduction so they could talk about their pets and just have fun.
Wow.
And that was our newest one.
Wow.
It worked famously.
Oh, man.
It was a lot of baking, but it worked famously because I baked all the stuff.
You baked all this stuff.
And I had one of our pet parents helped, and we baked, we had cheesecakes and all kinds
No
of
way.
crazy stuff.
Wow. Props
Yeah.
to you.
It was fun. It was good time.
I'm calling a caterer.
I love to bake. It's so much fun. And it was, it was really fun. And we decorated a bit, but very simple. And like I said, 2 hours, you get to, they come and we get to see each other and all that. So that's what we do now. I'm going to add a new one.
That's awesome.
I'm always adding stuff. But all of those things have been good. I tweak a little because you got to keep it fresh. Right. But yeah, that's what we do. That's what we've been doing.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Really fun. And you don't have to make it huge. Right? I mean, 200. I had to invite everybody though, because it would
Yeah.
be rude if I didn't, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, but you don't have. You could do a VIP party, like
Yeah.
where if you could do like if they have if they're regular dog walks, or if they spend X amount of money with you for the year, and you could do like a VIP with maybe 10 or 15 people or
Yeah.
whatever. You didn't have to
Yeah.
be huge, because we have 5 acres and we can make it huge.
Yeah,
kind of
I could
thing.
not fit 200
Right.
people in my house.
Right. But I mean, you could do something like that, or you could do it at a different facility. But we kind of want to make it homey the first time,
Yeah.
so we did really homey, kind of
Yeah.
like let's think about this. How much
Yeah.
fun would it be just to throw stuff out and do it at home? So that's what we did. And but yeah, those are kind of my things. I've got other
Yeah.
stuff that I'm always doing, wanting to do.
That's cool.
Yeah, because we don't have the opportunity. I mean, I feel like if you had a storefront, or even if you had a business where you saw them all the time and not just the pets, but it really, I mean, it was funny to see it at the house, because people would walk up and they'd be like, give you a hug and be like, oh, hey, da, 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 and it's like, wow, this is pretty cool. Because, you're texting them, are you
Yeah.
home yet? Or, here's your, your reservation and things like that, but not the same.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, man.
what we
I'm officially
do.
going to dub you the queen of client engagement.
Oh, that's good. I love it. It's one of my favorite parts. I think you and I are kind of alike. We kind of do like to
Yeah.
do those crazy things.
Yeah.
That's more behind the scenes stuff,
Right. Right.
that pulls everything out. And then the last thing I've started, and as you know, I've started doing a podcast for our pet
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah.
So,
We were
and
talking
that's
about
just
that last night. That is something that's definitely on my radar.
I want you to do it, and
Yeah.
it's great for your city. It's really brought me not so much just. It's not about trying to get those connections. Really, for me, it's about getting the information out. Because I think I was telling you, we have a lot of businesses and a lot of non-for-profits. Like we have a Chihuahua non-for-profit. I had no idea we had
Wow.
an Aussie non-for-profit. I had no idea.
Wow.
And I meet the people, and then they come out. It's not really like an infomercial for them. They give us some information, and at the end, we kind of give them the opportunity to say what they need.
Yeah.
What do you need? Like, what do you need for the next 6 months?
Yeah.
And then that gives our pet parents an opportunity to meet new people. Oh, and also in our Pet Plan 101, we have a Paw Marshal.
Oh.
So the people who win trivia get to vote who comes and does the Paw Marshal, which is a non-for-profit, gets to come and do a
That is
10-minute
awesome.
chat and do like a demonstration or whatever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So I like to do, I don't really like to pick and choose non-for-profits, because there's
Yeah.
so many that need things
Oh,
in
yeah. Yeah.
different times and levels of the year. They need different things.
Right.
So I try to shake it up and make sure everybody gets recognized.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
great.
I like to engage. I'm an engager. I
Yeah.
like to get in there and come on, So
Oh man, I knew we would get along as soon as we met last night at the bar. I'm like, we're
we're gonna be
yep.
fine. We're gonna be fine. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, but I think you should do that for your city too.
Yeah, no, I was up last night thinking about it, and this is something.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, it's something I've thought about
Yeah.
before, but listening to you speak about it, there's so much opportunity there.
It brings a lot, and it is not about, like I said, it is a business tactic into it, but once you start doing it, you realize really it's a community tactic,
Right.
and that's what you're really doing it for, because we all should be part of the community within.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
our pet parents, for our pets, and then veterinarians and all those other people just fall into it. We've had
Yeah.
a lot of different, just all kinds of different people come out
Yeah.
and do our.
That's something
program.
we all want and need, that as people, is to be a part of a community, and when
Yeah.
you can bring that into your business, it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, and you can do it on the small, or you can do it on the large. And I know it's hard because we're all so busy, especially solo pet sitters.
Right.
And I understand that. I mean, I'm fortunate enough to have my husband who does a lot of the stuff, and we do boarding at the house too, and things like that. But I think even if you could do one event a year and then add, or just if that one event is we started out with the Pet Plan 101 is what started it, and then add a little bit, you can do something special one time
Yeah.
a year
Yeah.
and make that work. So,
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah.
Oh man, well, thank you so much for sitting down with me, Bobby.
Yeah.
Tell everyone where they can find out more about you and get in touch with you.
Sure. So basically, peacelovepawspetsetters.com. That is our website. We are also on the Facebook and Instagram. Also, our podcast is on YouTube. And it's basically Peace, Love, Pause with Bobbi in the boarding room, because we literally do our podcast in the boarding room with
Love
the
it.
dogs going on and all that stuff. So
Awesome.
pretty easy to find. And I really appreciate you talking to me. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
This has been like my highlight. So.
Oh man, thank you so much. I'll put all of Bobby's info on the screen right now, and I'll put the links down in the description below so you can click and go directly to her pages. Check out her podcast. Maybe you'll start a podcast for your business.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll start a podcast. I'll be calling you for advice.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm Doug the Dog Guy. This is Bobbi Wilson, and we are reminding you to stay positive.
Yeah.